What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Cal, and today I'm coming at you from the Common Calamity server. 1.16 is just about to launch, and it is time to get ready to update. So, as I mentioned a couple episodes ago, we are going to be doing a soft reset, which means we're going to be trimming a few chunks off the world, resetting the nether and the end, moving to a new location, and resetting all our progress. So that means that I need to get all of this out of my ender chest and all of my inventory out of my inventory, or it's going to be gone forever. Now, we are not going to be starting from this location. We are actually going to be moving to a new location, about 15,000 blocks away, northeast. And at some point we'll come back here and, maybe work on one of the unfinished projects or, add something to the build. I don't know. But in order to prepare for that, I do want to go ahead and take this opportunity to store all of my equipment and gear, so that it's here for us if and when we come back. So let me go ahead and grab everything out of the ender chest here. All my precious stones and backup armor, although that's actually my main armor. Don't need to save the statues book. We can always get another one of those, no problem. Well, let's go ahead and take it. No point in leaving it behind. All right, and well, that's interesting. There we go. I forgot about the armor I was wearing. Let's go ahead and just organize this a little bit nicer. You guys can see my texture pack going here. I've been working on it a little bit. Retextured some of the chests and other stuff, which we'll be using on the new server as well. Guess again, not new server, but the new area of this world. Hopefully I got enough room here. Just want to stay a little bit organized on the off chance I do come back. It's going to be a long trip. Even in the nether, it's, a few thousand blocks, so not something to be undertaken lightly. We'll go ahead and put the redstone over here. So that's pretty much it. I guess this barrel can come too. So yeah, there's not really much else to do to prepare on the server. We are going to be doing a little bit of work after this clip to trim some of the regions that are kind of far from everybody's base that we don't want to keep in the world. If and when we revisit, we'd like those to regenerate. Also got to reset the end and most of the nether. And reset all the advancements, achievements, statistics, and inventories. And we're going to be doing that next. And then I'll be moving to the new area and setting the world spawn point there. And I think we'll be pretty good to go, other than, double checking everything and making sure everything went well. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, we are back. And we are going to use a couple of programs here to clean up the overworld. So on the right side of the screen, you should see a program called Unmined, and I've loaded up a local copy of the world here. And you can see as I'm scrolling around that there are a lot of regions that have been explored and don't have anything of interest in them. If we zoom in a little bit, you can see, we got some farms here, we got some map art here. Here's the main area where most of the bases are, but we don't need some of these, further away regions as part of our world anymore. And on the left side, I've gone ahead and loaded up our server. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this. Everyone was supposed to go ahead and get prepared for the soft reset today. And the first thing we're going to do after it stops is create a backup. So we'll go ahead and create a backup, and you always want to have a backup ready to go. All right, so as we're looking over here in Unmined, if you look in the top right corner, you'll see the region number. So right now we're in region -10, over here is 00, etc. And basically we just want to clear out any regions that don't have bases or player builds in them. So basically we're gonna save this part of the world right here, go ahead and clear out everything else so it'll regenerate the next time we come by. If and when we do, and it'll also make the world file a little bit smaller. And then we'll be using the same process that other YouTubers have used to clear out the end or reset the end and the nether as well. So it looks like our backup is done, ready for download. So let's go ahead to our file manager. So our world here is stored, I believe, in this folder, the CCVI. And we want to go to region. And here are our region files. All right. So as we're looking here, basically anything with a z coordinate that is greater than -2 is sort of outside the part of the world that we want to save, I think. There's no bases or anything up here. It's all just, maybe someone was exploring to look for a particular biome or particular mob or whatever the case may be. So we are going to go ahead and clear most of that out. And I thought that there was someone had converted an ocean monument way out here, but I'm not seeing it. So I think we're pretty safe to go ahead and just clear anything that's, got a z coordinate that's greater than -2. So over here on the right, we kind of got to pick these out, but we got like a -10 there, -3, -4. So there's going to be a lot here to go ahead and go through. And actually, before I do these, we can also see here that anything with an x that's greater than -3, so anything that's, or I guess I should say less than -3, we can actually clear out first. So let's go down to the -4s, and we're actually just going to grab every single one of these, every single -4, and delete them. And again, we've already got a backup, so if we make any mistakes here, it is not a problem. And unfortunately, this is a little bit manual and a little bit risky to some degree, because you could potentially delete a region you don't mean to if you click the wrong one. So just be careful as you're doing it, and shouldn't run into any problems. All right, that's all of them. Let's scroll back up to the top here. Delete. All gone. All right, so that should be a much tighter list of region files. Now, if we were to re-download this world and load it back up in Unmined, we would actually see that reflected here in what we could see. You'd see sort of a sharp line here where nothing to the left was loaded and anything above a certain line was not loaded. So that's going to do it for the overworld. Next, we need to totally delete the end and do the same thing that we just did here with the nether. All right, so we just need to go up. So dim 1 is the end, and we just need to totally delete this. So we will go ahead and just grab it like that, delete. Now for dim 1, we actually want to pull up the nether here, and you'll see that we do have a couple things we want to save. Mainly our nether hub, which is right here. So that is region -1, 0, and 0, 0. So if we go in here, more region files, so we're only saving 2. -1, 0, and 0, 0. Oh, there it is. All right, so -1, 0, and 0, 0 are the only ones that we are saving. There's -1, 0. And there is 0, 0. All right, so we can delete the rest of those. All right. So now that we have taken care of all the region files, the next thing is to get rid of our advancements. So you can see here, we got an advancement for each player on the server. Those can be deleted. All done. Player data, same thing, one for each player who's played on the server. Gone. And I believe we are, oh, stats, almost forgot stats. Stats can go too. So there we go. So we just deleted the player data, inventories, statistics, and advancements. And at this point, I believe the world is ready to go. So I'm going to hop online real quick just to check it out, make sure that it treats me as if I'm a new player. Then we'll download the world, double check in Unmined to make sure we got all the regions we wanted to. And then all we got to do is reset the world spawn point. There it is. All right, so it thinks we are a new player. Let's see if I can open up my statistics. Advancements, we've got nothing. Statistics, all zeroed out. Okay. So we are good to go. Looks like we totally wiped it out. We can check a chest right here. Yep, everything that's in a regular chest is still there, but we spawned in at the original world spawn point with a clean inventory and no data on our character. So we are good to go. Let's go ahead and download a copy of this, make sure everything looks good and unmined, and then we'll be moving the world spawn. All right, so this is the trimmed world, and we should see, if I zoom out a couple clicks here, that we do not have region files outside this little area. Looks like I missed a couple there, not a big deal. But we've got the map art, we've got all the base areas, everything important is saved here, and the world size is much smaller. And if we open up the nether here, we should see something similar. Yep, just the part we care about, nothing else. All right, so it looks like the world is trimmed and ready, and we got all of the advancements, statistics, and inventories cleared out. So now all we need to do is set the new world spawn. So the server is updated to 1.16, and now all we need to do is jump to the new area, and let me go into creative mode. 75, 11, 9, 50. All right, so this should be the new area, and we are loading it up in 1.16. Oh, you know what? There's supposed to be a negative. Just created some extra chunks we didn't need. That's fine. I'll delete that region eventually. Here we go. This is the new spawn point. So we need to go ahead and set the world spawn, and I think right here is going to do us just fine. So it's going to be /set world spawn. All right, and then /world border center right there, and then /world border get. All right, so the world border right now would prevent us from returning back to base. That's fine for now. But yeah, so this is gonna be the new spawn point. We're in 1.16. Let me go ahead and switch back to survival. And I believe we're good to go. All right, so now we just need to log off and wait for launch. And the other guys will be joining us to kick off the 1.16 area of Common Calamity. I'll see you guys in the next episode.